Knock knock.
Who's there?
A new episode of weekly podcast Culture Vulture. Hello everybody, welcome to our weekly podcast Culture Vulture where we discuss cultures of different countries of the world. My name is
What?
Chika Slim Shady. My name is Dima.
And I'm Yana, and today's topic is Russian celebrations. And we, as Russian teenagers,
Oh, those Russians.
we know quite a lot about them, and we'll be glad to share some interesting facts with you.
So, we have a bunch of holidays, don't we? Do you have any favorite ones?
I think Christmas is my favorite. So it is celebrated on the 7th of January and it honors the birth of Christ, just like many other Christian holidays. It has its roots in Orthodox Christian faith, which is the predominant religion in Russia. Well, the reason sounds quite serious, doesn't it? But nevertheless, it is one of the main and most cheerful celebrations of Russia.
Sounds interesting.
What about you?
Oh, I like Maslenitsa a lot. Maslenitsa is one of the most popular celebrations in Russia. It is celebrated in the end of winter between Mid-Easter and the Great Fasting, Christian holidays. Maslenitsa welcomes the coming of spring, which was very important for the ancient Russians as it was associated with the beginning of the new life of people and nature. Also, the coming of spring meant the arriving of fieldworks, which were vital for our ancestors. But today it's a great holiday too.
I bet you're looking forward to it.
Oh sure, one thing that drives me absolutely crazy about Maslenitsa is the traditional food we cook for it. Russian traditional pancakes, blini, are often eaten with butter and with sour cream or jam sometimes. A long time ago, they were associated with the sun. Ancient Russians actually believed that when eating a pancake, they were getting the sun's life energy. But nowadays, blini have turned into just our favorite tasty food. But not only about meat, tell something about Christmas traditional food too.
So, Lenten food is cooked for Christmas because the celebration itself starts with a 40-day fast. So, we have such dishes as kutya, which is a sweet porridge. It is believed that the tastier the kutya, the more productive the year is going to be. Also, we have such dishes as vareniki, cabbage pies, and how could I forget about the ginger pie? It's our favorite Christmas dessert.
Damn, stop it, you're making me so hungry. Holidays are not meant for eating only, huh?
You got the point. Let's talk about costumes, shall we? So for Christmas, people usually wear festive modest clothes. For women, it's mainly maybe some skirts or dresses. For men, it's suits. Children and young adults wear such costumes as shepherds, angels, and some other ones that recall us of biblical figures.
I imagine how beautiful it looks. But I bet Maslenitsa won't give in to this. Costumes are also the very important thing to the celebration of Maslenitsa. For men, traditional clothes were belted red shirts. Also, men were setting cap on their heads. For women, traditional clothes were wide, spacious sundress. Adult women tied a multicolor headscarf on their heads, while girls wore bright ribbons in their braids.
How wonderful. But costumes aren't the only tradition, I guess.
You're goddamn right. The main tradition of all families is to gather and burn the huge doll. It was associated with winter, which our ancestors needed to kill and thus welcome the spring. Also, one of the most important traditions for all families is to ask for forgiveness and make up. The last day of Maslenitsa falls on Forgiveness Sunday. On this day, it is customary to put up with everybody you were in the quarrel with and ask for forgiveness from those who you offended.
Whoa, that's so fantastic. But Christmas has something too. So it is a traditional thing for families to gather together and have festive dinners. They make wishes together and spend quality time because Christmas is a wonderful opportunity for families to strengthen their bonds. Also, they go to church for a holiday prayer and then they go caroling from house to house singing nice songs. They're called kolyadki. They often get treated for this. They get candies and some other little gifts.
Sounds great.
So we told you some interesting facts about both Christmas and Maslenitsa. But you know what? They have very significant importance in our culture. Christmas is very important for us because it is the kind of celebration that symbolizes our faith to God, our love for our families and friends, and of course, the hope for us to become kinder and better people.
Yeah, I see your point. I quite agree with you. Well, actually, Maslenitsa is not connected to the religion because it used to be a pagan festival. Still, it's definitely about family love too. But I think the most important thing why the most important reason why we still celebrate Maslenitsa is that because it helps us not to forget our ancestors' traditions. I think it's the first thing to remember our history, and even though the celebration of Maslenitsa has changed a lot, it still reminds us of our past.
So I think we all share the warm feelings towards both Maslenitsa and Christmas, and now you guys do.
And now, unfortunately, it's time for us to end. Thanks for watching us, guys. Thank you, buddy. That was really great. And see you all next time. Goodbye.